Hello, hello. Welcome to this space. This is Tania, and today I have the opportunity to present you this book report, and it is about the Black Beauty, and this is a book from Anna Sewell. So I hope you have a great time here in this video. At the beginning of the story, I wanted to tell you that there are several characters that are very, very important of this. But today I'm going to just talk about some of them because, yes, they have a lot of characters, but I'm going to start from here. Black Beauty is the narrator, and this is the horse, and he's telling his own story. And this is a story about a beautiful and strong horse who always strives to do his best. He learned good manners from his mother and lived by those principles for the rest of his life. And also, I can mention these other characters that are Duchess, which is the mom, the farmer Gray, which was the people who they were with, Dick, this is a plowboy, and also Daniel, and this is another farmer, and he is very important to me. Also, I can mention George Gordon, Rob Roy, Ford Gordon, and Mr. George. And also I can say that the setting of the story was a beautiful, beautiful adventure from the place that I took in England around the 19th century. And also took a lot of descriptions of his life as a young horse and in the home of a kind master named the farmer Gray. I can also say that this literature is kind of historical fiction because the horse is telling his own story. So it's about how was his whole life. We can also add that the synopsis of the story, it was about a handsome, well-born, and well-bred horse and of the era that before the automobiles narrates the story. He usually to serve or to be like the transportation for those peoples that were living in farmers, but eventually he collapses because of the hard work that he made. So it's a very, very nice story, and I felt in love with this story because it's a kind of natural story, and it was from the love for animals from Anna's mother. So it's a very, very touchy story. The evaluation in this story is that this book talk about the experiences and also life about this horse, but also refer to an animal autobiography that it was given from the point of view that it was a horse, according to all the work that he used to do. And also I can say that the parts of the story are the action, right? Because they started to own from one master, and then he went to another who was worse, but finally he end up with the one that loves him and didn't it gave him too much work. Also, we can say the antagonist, well, there is not one horse which was the bad horse or something like that, but we can say the antagonist is also the animal cruelty that it's true, the true villain in this story. And also the climax was when he started to think that it was another way of living where they didn't have to work that much, and when they as a horses realized that they were in a cruelty animal life treat. Here I can also add that the conflict of the story was when he was sold to a successfully cruel owner, and eventually he collapses from the owner work and it'll treat, but in the end he was sold to another kind of owner that and he recovers him. And also the explosion of the story, it was when he passed from his childhood to his mother, and then when he changed his whole life, like he was thinking that he was not a lucky horse, or at least he was having a bad life. The following action was when the Black Beauty was found by the boy, and where he says the butterscotch, and he was broken down, and the carriage horse. The moon is when it was like a human should treat animals as the way they deserve to be treated. Also, they are living things, so we can treat them as that. The moral of the story is that Anna Sewell provides her hero with a wise of admonitions from his mother, and something that he used to say is that she used to say is that I hope you will grow up gently and good and never learn bad ways. Do your work with a good will. And this phrase, it came into Black Beauty's mind, and that was the main important role that he took for his own life. Also, we can say that the protagonist, the plot, and the resolution was all about the Black Beauty life. And right here we can go on the story, there is an action, the style, and the theme that we mentioned before. And I can say that I really love this story, and I would like to tell you, and I would like to invite you to read the story. Thank you very much. This is Tania Us presenting for literature, and this is for Mariano Galvez, Guatemala University. Thank you so much. See you next time.